What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome to Icon Swaps. Icon Swaps is finally released 2 hours later, mind you. But here we are with what it is, guys. So, Icon Swaps online, Foot Champions, win 9 Foot Champions matches. Brilliant. But for those of you that have already banged Foot Champions games this week, that's probably a little bit frustrating. You might have to wait till next week for that. Golden Rivals. Win 3 Rivals matches using a full squad of only gold players, including the bench, with a maximum overall rating of 83. That's going to be interesting because... that's going to be interesting because especially when you're in the higher divisions, not even in the high divisions, it doesn't matter. Whatever division you're in, that's your level, right? And now you're going to be playing against some people that have either done this and now don't care, or don't care about this at all, and that might be tough. That's all I'll say about that. That might be tough in general. Premier League, win 3 Rivals matches using 7 first-owned Premier League players in your starting squad. That's pretty boring. The same with French League and Syria and okay. That's pretty boring. That's honestly pretty boring. But that's for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tokens altogether there, guys. So 7 tokens. How long have we got for this? This is just there now, isn't it? Right. Icon Swap single player. Win 6 squad battles on world-class difficulty using a full gold squad of only gold players, including the bench, with overall max rating of 83. Win 5 squad battles matches on world-class difficulty using 11 MLS players in your starting squad. Not too difficult there. It's only world-class. Although for some people, they can't even beat world-class. The same with Eredivisie and the same with CSL. And that's for another 4 tokens. So that gives us 11 tokens altogether. Icon Swaps progress. Score 20 goals with first-owned players in Rivals and play 20 FUT matches using at least 1 first-owned player in your starting squad. So that as well is pretty easy, and it gives... I don't understand the 50 XP stuff there. So just play 20 games with a first-owned player and score 20 goals with a first-owned player in Rivals. That's fine. That would be for a 12th token. That's it. I thought there was... Wait, so there's 24 tokens available. So you can theoretically get these immediately, which I like. What I don't like is the fact that it is again put behind a time wall. There's 24 tokens altogether. The first batch of Icon Swaps is up for grabs. Collect Icon Swap tokens via SBCs. Oh, SBCs too? Cool. And objectives. Redeem your tokens for your favorite icons. There will be a total of 24, so choose wisely. So we're literally going to have 7, 11. So there's 12 tokens straight away, which you can get as quick as you want to grind for it. I do like that, but I also don't like the fact that they are limiting how quick you can get all 24. Why? Also, this icon stuff is there for... Season 1, October. Season 2, end. See, this is what's crazy. I don't even know where to find so I suppose it's in SBCs, right? Let's go to SBCs. Let's have a look for the Icon Swap stuff available. All right, so Icon Swaps are there. Let's see how much these are going to cost. This is going to be super interesting. Peter Schmeichel, 6 tokens. JJ Okocha, 8 tokens. Pep Guardiola, 8 tokens. Ryan Giggs, 9 tokens. Alessandro Nesta, 9 tokens. Do you know what? This might not be a bad card. 6'2", medium-high work rates, brilliant stats. Roberto Carlos, 11 tokens. Again, not bad at all. And you can get him as quick as you want, really. That's not bad. Hernan Crespo, 12 tokens. Probably not my cup of tea. Patrick Kluivert, 12 tokens. Miroslav Klose, 12 tokens. Michael Ballack for 14 tokens. Andrea Pirlo for 14 tokens. Roy Keane for 15 tokens. Rivaldo at 15 tokens. Ian Wright at 16 tokens. So this is the icon that I want, right? What's frustrating is that I now have to wait until EA decide to release Season 2 of Icon Swaps until I can get this, which is, I guess, is going to be in 3 weeks when Season 1 of actual seasons ends. We'll get the new Icon Swaps details with that. So I'm going to have to wait 3 weeks before I can finish Ian Wright. Why? I don't understand. Rio Ferdinand is 16 tokens. It's only the baby Ferdinand. I don't think that's worth 16 tokens. Rui Costa for 16 tokens. Again, that's a good card, but it's just 17 tokens. Jesus. Javier Zanetti for 17 tokens. That's probably worth it. Hugo Sanchez, that 58 composure, wouldn't touch him with a barge pole. Absolutely no. 3-star, 3-star. Wouldn't waste 17 tokens on him. 18 tokens for just a base icon player, which again is, in my opinion, not worth it in any way, shape or form. Butragueno for 19 tokens. When you look at these cards, you just think there's so many cards out there that are as good. I like, don't get me wrong, I like the idea of icon swaps. Steven Gerrard for 19 tokens. Now that's a quality card, right? That's like a mini Hullet-esque card, right? 3-star, 3-star, but high, 6 foot tall, really well-rounded stats. That's a quality card, but you can't get that until season 2 as well. Haji, 91. Not a terrible card either. 4-star, 4-star, medium low is a bit meh. Michael Owen, I mean, the way FIFA 20 plays, this is a pretty good card. Hawk Chem style on him, boost up those physicals, that pace and shooting. His dribbling is quite nice as well. And then Didier Drogba for 23 tokens, which goes to show that EA think Didier Drogba's a bit of a beast. 6'2", high, 4-star, 4-star. Low agility and balance on him is going to make him quite clunky. But his shooting's good, his passing's all right, his physicals are great. You can get one of Drogba. Basically, you can only get one. Now there's 24 tokens. So what are you going to do? If you get 24 tokens and get Michael Owen, what are you going to do with the other 4 tokens? I don't know. Didier Drogba is 23. Michael Owen and Haji 22. The cheapest was what, 6 tokens? Yeah, so 6 tokens. So there's 24, right? 8, 16, 22. So you could get like 3 icons of the lower ones. Even if you got like Roberto Carlos, that still leaves you with 13 tokens. So you could get, for example, Roberto Carlos and Alessandro Nesta. That'd only be 20 tokens. Or Roberto Carlos and anyone up to 13 tokens. See how they do it. Imagine, like, why not just let me get Ballack and Carlos? Because this Ballack card's solid, man. 4-star, 4-star, medium high, 6'2", great shooting, good pace, little heavy, but great defending and physical. He becomes a beast, right? So you could go for him and 8 or less token card. So you could go for him and Guardiola, Okocha, or Schmeichel. Probably not worth it. These icons are just, they're pretty bad, aren't they? There's so many cards out there that are just as good. The only like purpose they serve is linking the other cards in your team together. But as I say, for me personally, on this account, I'll go for probably for Drogba or something like that. I don't know. On my Road to Glory account, I want Ian Wright. And so it's quite sad to me that EA have gassed Ian Wright up to that much. Now, he's actually going to be a great card. 87 stamina, good physicals outside of that. High-ish dribbling where, you know, the right chem style will boost that nicely. Good pace, good shooting, great pace, obviously. You know, Hawk chem style will make him fantastic up front. 4-star weak foot as well. I'm extremely excited to have this card on my Road to Glory. I'm just sad that I'm going to have to wait 3 full weeks minimum to get this card. How long's left on the season? 27 days and 22 hours. So in 27 days and 22 hours, that's when season 2 gets released. That's when we get the new icon swap tokens available. So literally 4 weeks before you can get past the tokens. And just like general season objectives, I don't understand why EA are putting these cards behind time walls. Like, stop that. Let me get it straight away. If I want to go and grind all of this, because I love this. Please don't make no mistake about it. I feel like I'm complaining here, but I'm complaining because of the general concept of how they've delivered it, not because of some of the individual aspects. In terms of this, let's be real. This is pretty dull. Somebody's been like, right, we need some stuff for icon swaps. Somebody else has spent 5 minutes rattling this up as just a general concept, and somebody else has gone, yep, that's brilliant. We love that. This is pretty basic, but I love this. I love the idea of, okay, now I've got some things to grind towards. I need 9-foot champs wins. I'll get that this weekend, no problem at all. This also now means that on my pay to win account, I'm going to have to qualify for foot champs and get myself some foot champs wins because I want that token. Rivals as well. We'll be able to build some fun squads to work through all of this. I quite enjoy it. I like the idea of grinding for these tokens, and you could realistically get most of these tokens and these tokens and these tokens done by the end of the weekend. So I think it's not unreasonable, especially if you're a hardcore grinder. I don't think it's unreasonable to suggest that most hardcore grinders can have this by the end of this weekend. Other people might take a week or two to get it. And for people that don't really have too much time, it might take them the entire rest of the season objectives to get it. I don't mind that at all, right? So with that in mind, the fact that 12 tokens are just available straight away is pretty good. What is interesting though, is it says, collect icon swap tokens via objectives. Oh, it doesn't actually say. It did say it somewhere for it. But yeah, so 20 tokens for Haji, Drogba and Owen, 15 to 19 tokens, and then 6 to 14 tokens for the low ones. It's you can get 12 straight away, right? You can go and get 12 tokens straight away. I look, it's a difficult one. It is a difficult one because on the one hand, I love the concept of icon swaps, just like I love the concept of foot swaps. On the other hand, EA have been very wily in how they've implemented how many tokens per player that kind of doesn't allow you to get two of even the half good players together. Like, I would love to get Roberto Carlos and Ian Wright. They would be the two that I'd probably go for, right? But Ian Wright is 16. That leaves me with 8 tokens. I just can't now get Roberto Carlos as well, which sucks. I would also then otherwise love to get Roberto Carlos and Michael Ballack. And that's 11 tokens and 14 tokens. That's only 25. That's 1 token too much. So they're basically saying, like, you can get any 2 of closer and down. And then at which point you can get like any 1 or 3 of the dead cards with the mid cards. But you can't get any of the top cards and the bottom cards. You just can't, right? So you can't even get like the 19 token and a Peter Schmeichel, and that Peter Schmeichel just isn't good. I do think, however, Nesta and Roberto Carlos might be a good setup. I can't even get Nesta and Wright, can I? Wright's 16. It leaves me with 8. I would love to get Alessandro Nesta and Ian Wright for my Road to Glory, and I'm just not going to be able to do it. The best I'm going to be able to do is Okocha or Guardiola, because I'm never getting Schmeichel. Okocha or Guardiola. And this card just that ain't it, Chief. Do you know what I mean? It's not a bad card. Again, 5-star, 4-star, medium, low work rates. The right chem style actually turns this into a half decent card. You can get this one really quickly as well. You can get this like immediately. But I don't know. I like I say, I like the idea of foot swaps, of icon swaps. I don't like the fact that it is again behind a time wall. And I think the requirements towards the icons are a little bit bland, but in general it's going to be something to grind towards. It's going to be something fun to give myself something to do every day, so I'm going to try my best probably to not grind this all together all at once, and what I'll do is just take a token a day, so day 1 we'll work on Golden Rivals, day 2 we'll work on Premier League. Once we get those 3 rivals win with the Premier League first owner, we'll then work on League 1. We'll then work on Serie A, and we'll continually just work through them on a day here or there basis until it's all done. And the same with squad battles, man. I mean, what do you need for this? 6, 5, 10. So you need 21 squad battles wins altogether, and it's 11 in your starting lineup as well. So you can make some subs outside of that, where you can actually do golden battles alongside one of these. So 15 wins basically. That's not a big deal. I was going to go for top 100 next week anyway, so I might just couple it with that. So yeah, I don't know. There's some positives to icon swaps. I like the fact that everyone's going to have the chance, quite a comfortable, easy chance in some respects, to be able to pick up some of these icons. I'm sure for some of you guys, and this is where I'm trying to explain how this isn't all doom and gloom. I'm sure for some of you guys, you're looking at this and you would never have had the opportunity ever in a million years to pick up, say, Roy Keane, right? This Keane card is solid. Physicals and defensive are great. His passing is brilliant. His pace is good. His dribbling, a little heavy on agility and balance again, but the right chem style here will boost him up nicely, right? You might be the sort of person that looks at this Keane card and just thinks, without icon swaps, I would have no chance of this. So you love icon swaps for that. And I respect EA for that. You know, I think it's a good way to allow everybody to have the opportunity to get the cards. I am a big fan of that. I don't agree with the number of tokens it takes for specific icons. For example, this Rio Ferdinand card, 16 tokens for this is unbelievably too many, right? Yes, he's fast with decent defending and physical, but his passing isn't amazing. You know, when you look at even actually, I don't know what the passing was for Nesta. I don't know how good his passing was. His passing isn't amazing either, and his stamina is trash too. But his defending and physical, other than that, are insane. And his reactions, ball control, and composure are really high. Whereas Rio Ferdinand, very similar in a regard to like a Eder Militao, right? And I'm not saying they're the same either, right? But Eder Militao also has high pace and, you know, similar stats in terms of defending and physical. And that's where I think that this is a little bit overpriced. Eder Militao 79 base pace, so a little bit less, 81 defending, 83 physical. So, okay, maybe he's not quite an Eder Militao. He's obviously a bit better than Eder Militao. But I think it's fair to say, like, with regards to reactions, you know, Ferdinand has better composure, but reactions are the same. A lot of people don't even think reactions do that much. I personally disagree. But yeah, bottom line is, regardless of how good or bad he is compared to Eder Militao, 16 tokens for this Rio Ferdinand is not a good look. And then it gives you 250 coins each time for completing the objective. Rui Costa, I think how cheap he is on the market. I'd be surprised if he's more than 600k. He's not even on the market. Oh, it's because they're not in packs yet. So his 88 rated card, which is a fair bit of a downgrade, little, you know, 3s and 4s, is only 490. So as I say, I'd be surprised if this card was more than 600k. I don't think that's worth spending your tokens on. Zanetti is always a card that's been quite cheap as well. Butragueno there, Steven Gerrard. Steven Gerrard's okay. You know, I think 19 tokens for this card may be fair. I mean, you can definitely turn this card into a really strong card. He links to obviously a lot of cards because it's an anchor, but in general, you can link him to so many other cards. He's very well rounded. And I think that's a quality card. Drogba at 23 tokens. Again, like when we think about how much Drogba's card would be, this is his 89, mind you, which is on the market. It's 1.6 million coins worth of card, right? The fact that EA are giving that away for time spent on the game, I respect that and like that massively. I do. Because this is a quality card. As I say, you put a Hawk on this or something like that. Yeah, you've got great pace, great finishing, great physicals. Reactions are decent. Composure's decent. Maybe a sniper would be handy on him as well to boost up that agility and balance. But regardless, when you just look at the sheer value of Drogba, 1.6 to 1.5 to 1.6 million on Didier Drogba, that's not bad at all, right? I think that's... like, it's fantastic, if anything. You know, the EA just giving that away for 23 tokens, you're just going to have to grind and wait a month, right? Which, that's where, again, I don't agree with it. There's a lot of positives to be taken out of icon swaps. I think they've got a lot of it right. Personally, a few little things here or there I would personally change. But, you know, this game isn't catered to me. I understand that. And... yeah, I think the objectives are a little bit bland, but at the same time, it's cool. I think I'm going to have fun grinding this on 2 accounts. I'm going to have fun grinding it in general. It's going to be a ball ache with some of the rivals' objectives. The fact that I'm in Division 3, might be time to relegate myself back down to Division 4 or 5, take those rewards and just get some easier wins. But there it is, guys. So let me know what you think about icon swaps in the comment section below. I think overall, if I were to just round off my first thoughts and first feedback for icon swaps, I'd say it's good, right? Massive positives on the icons that are there, the value that they are on the market, and the fact that people don't really have to work too strenuously to attain the first set of tokens. The only downsides are it's again behind another time wall, and the balance of the tokens for the icons, I think, is a little off, but maybe that's me being a bit too picky. This, guys, is going to be the end of the video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.